smokes. You're not going to believe this, but...
You heard what happened, right? You heard what happened in Baltimore in the wee hours of the morning, right? America, I want you to understand something, because a lot of the times you guys think that someone is fear-mongering or they're trying to scare you. Right now, I want you to understand something. This is the calm before the storm. This was a mass casualty event in Baltimore in the wee hours of the morning. This cargo ship that took out a bridge in America with American citizens stranded on this bridge, who a lot of them passed away in the wee hours of the morning. This is the calm before the storm. Something like this is no accident. Understand me. This cargo ship is out of a different country. What country is that? Now, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something else. If you think for 1 second that the United States is not going to counteract this move very swiftly, causing a lot of things to go into motion, like right now, keep your eyes on just watch what happens. Now, this is not to scare you, but understand that there will be more events in your country. There will be more events in your country like this bridge. Like this bridge. Be careful. We've been at war. We've been in war. It's a silent war. It's a game of chess. You knocked out a bridge, right? What does that bridge do? It allows supplies to be moved in and out of that part of the country. What happens now? What happens? Logistically, they're screwed. But everything is for fear, huh? Some people it's for fear. Or is it for safety? You be the judge.
All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Kahalayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, in whom the Lord brought the spirit of this truth through. The apostles of Great Millstone that rule well in New York. And salutations to the heavenly Akim across the four corners of the globe, making your calling and election sure, understanding that this is the last and the final time in this in the reincarnation, you know, into the kingdom, because it is nigh at hand. All right, you have this this guy that was doing a reaction video from TikTok, from Candace, Candace Owens, being dramatic. I mean, she says a few good things, but all in all, there is no woman that's gonna have true understanding. All right, if they're will, if they have somewhat of a well mindset, or they're even conservative, well, they're gonna be with an Edomite, just like this woman. Like, she says a lot of good things, but she's bringing back that mindset of conservative values from Christianity that has nothing to do with the Bible, really, for the most part. But far as being a so-called upstanding citizen, that's what they're trying to bring America back with, this "Make America Great" thing on the right hand side of I'll say, on the right wing conservative. But on his reaction video to it is true, man. You got to smell a setup where wherever anything happens in E's land, especially if it be something for good, but if it be something for evil, how much more for something for good, should you, inquire and consider that this probably isn't all the way true or there's something behind the story. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All his schemes and his plans and his trickery, man. This scoundrel, that old serpent, the devil, who deceived the whole earth. So what is he doing right now? He's deceiving, man, because he has an agenda and he has a plan that he plans to enact. And it's a lot of things that have to be set in motion for that to happen. Whereas, the average person, even the average murderer, doesn't think about killing mass amounts of people as if they were nothing. People that didn't cause them a problem, man. That's how you know there's something wrong with this guy. Because just to enact his plan, those people on that bridge actually died. All right, they were actually murdered. And all it's going to be labeled as an accident, or it's going to be blamed on some other country, or it's going to be blamed on a driver that was doing this. All right, instead of the actual guy who's in power, man. All right. So I'm gonna go from there to because he said something else about us fear mongering, which they would call it that, which shows you that the average person is a fool, man. All right. And then there's about to be many devices that are about to be unleashed to increase their foolerdom. Shit, I meant to get this one post. What was her name? Carisha or Ari? Yeah, one of them rapper girlfriends, or she used to be a rapper. One of the what are those city girls? What she said, this summer is gonna be hot, and Viola Davis, cut her. She was like, "Have you looked at the news? Like, do you know what's going on? You talking about this summer about to be the turn up?" But she was like, "Have you been watching the news? Like, are you serious? All these events that are going on, from these celebrities going down, that's how you know something's really going down. P. Diddy just fled the country to some island somewhere, all right, on his private jet. They're throwing these celebrities away as a scapegoat, man, as another distraction, because what's about to be set up is about to be an austerity measure, which is going to be a lack of bread, all right, and ultimately it's going to be a lack of this knowledge, because that's really what's going on right now. The Lord is about to close down this internet. He's about to close down shop, all right. So I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna go back to where I was originally at. It's Amos. Yeah, Amos 8:11, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh." Because this is going to come at a time also where it's going to be, food's going to be a little scarce, but it's not going to be as bad yet. This is going to be the beginning of sorrows, which we're still in, but it's going to grow as you see that time coming. Everything is growing towards this evil that the Lord is planning to bring, in which you're going to actually have the angels getting down like they did in the ancient world. But the first part is going to be the Lord is using E as a pawn. All right, the first part is going to be of men. All right, he's gonna send men out in this way. He's gonna send wars through these people, man. He's gonna have an invasion of this country, as it's written, is "I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars," man. So these times that these people don't normally talk about, they are coming and they are here, man. All right. The unpopular facts that people don't want to hear are true and are about to come and be right in your face. And, it's funny because a brother had introduced this show called Three Body Problem or whatever. And it's a pretty spiritual show. And it was crazy because the Jake that's in the show, he's supposed to be a scientist or something like that. And he's the biggest fool because You know, he said he saw something right in front of his face, and he still didn't acknowledge it to be something outside of his science. He said if something happens, that means if something unexplained happens, that means the science was wrong or it's a scam. Meaning he really didn't want to say that the science was wrong, you know, but you people are going to see these things and you're not going to know how to escape these things. As a matter of fact, I'm just get that in Hebrews. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1. It says, let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. Which is why, you know, we're celebrating right now, which is the Passover. We're celebrating the Passover, which is to hope that the evil pass from over us, man. That the bad and the perilous times don't come near to us, man. All right. You know, like it says in the book of Psalms, you know, that you shall see 1,000 fall at thy left and 10,000 at thy right, but it shall not come nigh thee. All right. That's what we're hoping. You know, that only with our eyes will we see these things, man. You know, and we'll be a part of the promises. Now, with these other people, hey, only with their eyes will they see us being delivered. And they're going to be a part of the destruction. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. Have they not heard? Yes. Their voices have went throughout the ends of the earth. Because now the time is about to come where y'all wanted us off the street. We're about to be off of them. The word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. All right. So you got to have faith to escape what's about to come. You got to have a belief to listen. As a matter of fact, if I can find it real quick, then I'm going to get back to where I was. Forget how it's worded. I believe it's in Kings or Chronicles. Where it was a king who was evil, but he hearkened unto the words of the prophet. I want to say it was, if I can't find it, I'm going to just drop it. I'm going to have to look it up later, and I might add it to the lesson. Okay, so well, Salaki, I couldn't find it. I'll try to add it to the lesson later, but it was just going into the point to prove that, you know, that even this man and all his wickedness still hearkened unto the voice of the prophet because he knew that the prophet was true, man. All right, that we're not coming in our own stead for our own gain with our own gimmicks to receive anything in this world for telling something that we were given. All right. You know, the Lord told us to go out there and prophesy to the children of Israel, you know, whether they would hear or whether they would forbear. All right. And 9 times out of 10, you're telling someone something that they don't want to hear. So we don't expect to receive anything from men for this. All right. But rather, Yahweh Shmi Awashai. But, you know, I had looked at this article, you know, and I ended up looking up another thing because I had heard something about the cocaine being laced with fentanyl. But, you know, this rapper, what he's saying might be true. He says they putting fentanyl in the weed, you know. I don't know, grab a, but hey, we know what weed is. I don't know what that other thing is, but hey, what he's saying could be true, because in California, you know, they're finding fat in the cocaine as well, man. All right, which, you know, you shouldn't be doing fucking drugs, but what this is saying is that the average person that would be somewhat okay on these drugs, or they would get high or get drunk or whatever, you know, in times past, and they might be a little like this. Well, now you won't know what to expect because, you know, fentanyl makes you act bugged out, man. It's a matter of fact, it kills a lot of people too. It kills more than heroin. All right, fentanyl is a what is it? A synthetic heroin. Hey, but fentanyl and cocaine, that sounds like somebody's about to die. What does it say? Enough lethal doses of fentanyl seized to potentially kill global population. All right, nearly twice over, man. So far as you know, what the brother had said, you know, well, not the brother, but, you know, the man said, Jake, that was what he was saying was true, man. All right. But yet they're going to call this fear mongering. But hey, that's okay. To the fools is fear mongering. To the children of the Most High, this is the rebuke of the Lord, man, in words. So they shall receive the rebuke of the Lord's backhand in actual wrath. 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. All right. For we commend not ourselves again unto you, but give you occasion to glory on our behalf, that ye may have somewhat to answer them which glory in appearance and not in heart, which we're raising up men to understand that this is what the truth about. It's not about the glorious garments, like how, and I might end up doing a lesson on that, Lord willing, on how, you know, you had the Sakari and these other camps. You know, you got, what was it, the Bishop Rakah, from GOCC, he's dancing with his hat at the Passover, you know. Hey, this is a solemn feast, man. A solemn feast means serious, you know. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look up the word solemn. It says even that a wise man doth scarce smile a little. All right. Not saying that you don't smile, not saying that you don't have emotions, but your main mindset is seeing the prudency of what the Lord is about to do. All right. That you have to be of a mindset to be locked in. So you're not worrying about the distractions of having fun. Fun is a distraction. As a matter of fact, okay, so I'm going to get the etymology of that word. Then I'm going to get the scripture I was just about to get. Point is hey, be locked in. Don't be distracted. So I get the adjective and the verb. The adjective describes, it says, perform with due religious ceremony or reverence, honor. So you're lacking honor and true worship when you start doing things your own way, because that's not how the Lord said to do these things. Sacred, devoted, religious observances, also of a vow, made under religious sanction, binding. All right. Whole, unbroken, whole, well kept, annual, established. So you're making an establishment between you and the Most High. It's like when you're getting married, you know, except for, hey, well, I'm going to say it's like when you get married, but mixed with a funeral. It's the graveness of a funeral, but these people party at funerals now, you know, because it's a serious thing, you know. When you see someone getting married, that they're being serious, you know, at least they used to be. It would be tears, you know. It would be a binding contract, man. But it's also with the graveness of us. Hey, it says that we do show forth the Lord's death until he comes, right? Because right now, the world is in a state of mourning. Like Yahushua said, the children cannot mourn as long as the bridegroom be with them. But the day shall come when they shall mourn. This is that time. It talks about it in the book of 2nd Esdras, man. I think it's the 7th or the 6th chapter. You know how Yahushua was going to die and then the earth was going to go into great mourning. Okay. Okay, the other word is solemnize, which is just goes into the expansion of what solemn is, you know, ceremonious. A ceremony isn't followed by laughter, all right? When you think of a ceremony, you think of someone getting knighted or someone getting a particular office, you know? And with that, there's no laughter. There's no fun and jokes. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 25. After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, "This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye all as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me." So we're remembering Yahushua when we celebrate the Passover. You know, also, you want to go into it, even drinking wine, because the Lord ain't drunk now in a minute. He said he shall not drink this henceforth till he returns. All right, so he's ready. All right. Verse 26, for as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord Yahweh's death. So like Yahweh's death till he come. All right. So we're representing the Lord in how he walked, man. All right. That is showing forth his death. All right. And the Lord walked as an austere man about his father's business. All right. He wasn't concerned with the cares of this world, because the cares of this world, like these things you see right here, you know, these are somewhat of the cares of this world. The partying and bullshit that people like to do is about to go. It's out the door. That time is up. It's just like when you watch that, you know, that Pinocchio, man. What was it, Funland or something? Something like that. Well, in that movie with Pinocchio, they were having fun, and then you know, it didn't matter what time you got there. It didn't matter if you had been there for a little while. It didn't matter if you had just got there. Once shop was set up and closed, it was over with. Then you saw the chaos. Then you saw them making people into what? Cattle. Hence them being turned into donkeys. And it's funny because the Lord literally said that, your sins shall rule over you. You're going to be the servant of sin. All right. But it's funny. He knows that once, you do bad, the Lord justify people getting fucked up, especially our people. And that's the reason why this devil's about to bear his horns, man. But this is Mark chapter 4, verse 18, and it says, "And these are they which are sown among the thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things," whether you call yourself an Israelite or not, whether you call yourself a Muslim or not, whether you call yourself a Christian or not. If you are not an Israelite under the banner of Yahweh Shem Shai, walking in the graveness and the heaviness of this word, holding it to heart, following it in the spirit, in the best of your ability, praying that you stay in this, the Most High is not going to deliver you. It says, "And the lust of other things entering in," which is the diverse desires, which goes to show you that word lust doesn't mean sex, it just means desire. "Choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful." But hey, even going into that, most of the time guys fall out over a woman because their woman don't like this. Or they got to have more time with their woman, which is another form of her not liking this because she wants to take you away from Yahweh Shai. All right? That is Satan working through her to get to you. You think Satan would come in the form of something you didn't want? Then he wouldn't be Satan. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, which is a time of great danger. All right. Terribleness. The Bible isn't exaggerating. When people read certain words, they think it's an exaggeration, especially the way Christianity has put them. But no, these things are actually going to come to pass, man. And it's not going to be something that might make a few fearful. It's not going to be something that's over in another country, because that's another distraction for our people. Oh, that's over there. That's never going to come here. That's bull. Verse 2, it says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves," other distractions, all into themselves, tatting their faces up, all these damn selfies, trying to make sure you the flyest in the club. All right. Covetous. Most covetous place in the land that everybody wants what the next person has. Especially in America, because this is the land of consumers. And as a matter of fact, this land is built, is the blood oil of this place is consumerism and covetousness, man. It says boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And you see this all the time, You ain't gonna do that to me. I wish you would. Whether it be the Jake or the nigga woman, then they get KO'd or knocked. Somebody knocks some sense in them, and then it's like, what you hit me for? You ain't supposed to hit a woman. What you hit me for, bro? I ain't did nothing. I was just talking. No, you was talking that cash money shit. All right. Or somebody pulls out their sword, their gun. They'll pull out their gun, and they forget that everybody else has one too, and get blasted. Now they either dead or in the hospital looking dumb, without natural affection. Because the average person doesn't have that. They don't have a care for the next person, man. And it says unholy because you people, like the lewdest acts are celebrated in this place, man. All right? From incest to bestiality, homosexuality, pedophilia. As a matter of fact, they don't even go after the real pedophiles. They go after somebody that's actually doing something that's lawful within the scriptures, and could be lawful in certain lands that they're in, but it's just looked down upon in society. But the actual true pedophiles that are actually molesting little children, little boys and little girls, they're the ones that's constructing all of this. All right. And they get off on the ignorance of the American public, man. And even, Putin out in the West, by saying that they propagandalize everything. They do. They'll it's like how you would with a very emotional person. I'll just say it that way. A very emotional person won't look at their own things that they're doing. They won't take accountability. They'll blow up something that you did that might not have been bad, or something you didn't even do, and try to make it seem like it was you and play victim. All right. But it says truce breakers, which we have that. Nobody understands what it is to keep their word anymore. All right. And these different contracts and covenants and treaties that these people make, they break them. And now the people are just like that too. As a matter of fact, even going into truce breakers, people make vows on their wedding that they won't separate. And yet they do. They make vows to the Most High God and they break it. And the Most High is going to kill them for that because, even though they didn't swear upon his name, it's just a simple fact. The Most High, hey, he is very direct. He's straightforward. He's austere. He's particular. Just like the one brother that tried to save the ark from falling. He sinned. Now, it wasn't a sin of maliciousness. It wasn't a sin of evil. He was trying to do the right thing for the Lord. And it was also, just a reflex. He died. But it says false accusers, which they're going to do this to us. They're going to come against the men of the Lord and say that we did this, we did that. We're extremist. All right. Incontinent. If I'm not mistaken, was they going into their sinfulness? Look that up real quick. Bear with me for 1 second. Oh, Salaki, it says without self-control, which is something these people do not have. They don't have self-control in this world. All right. So what this is going to do is just continue to bring about more destruction to this land. All right. So I'm going to continue to read that. I'm going to get ready to end it out. But it says incontinent, fierce, savage. But you're about to see a lot of beast-like people. These are definitely people that the Lord are going to destroy. All right. He had them get raised up to the point of their wickedness that they would turn on their wicked master E. And now it's just, after everything's been dwindled down to nothingness, the Lord's just going to erase this place off the map. It says despisers of those that are good, which is why you come against the prophets. Traitors, in which they are all traitors. Some of them come into the truth being traitors. Some of them get men in the Lord and become traitors. The wives that leave and do all the crap that they do. All that's off. But Ultimately, you're all traitors against the Most High. You're rebels, all right? You've made war against the Most High by your deeds and your words, and the Most High is going to come for you for it. Hetty, you prideful motherfuckers. You high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than the lovers of the Most High, all right? Which this really goes into those camps back then, you know, they're returned today. But this is the expansion of all you people, all right? You love pleasure more than you love the Most High, that's going to be your distraction. We're distracted by the Most High. We're not distracted by this world, entertained by this world, with the bread and circus of this world. Your bread and circus is about to be destroyed, but you're still going to be looking for it. Just like that girl in what was that show? That movie. Not This Is the End. Yeah, Leave the World Behind. It's like I had to look it up. I ended up forgetting, man. But yeah, you know, these things are about to happen soon. You know, and it's like I had actually forgot why I had mentioned it. But the reason why I brought up that movie is because that girl, she was really trying to look for the last episode of Friends, man. A person that was not even born when that show was popular. She was trying to look for that last episode of Friends. Meaning she was trying to find that what do they call it? Euphoria. She needed some type of endorphin release to make her happy. And that's what these people are going to need. You know, they're going to desire that more than they desire food at first. Because they're all built on pleasure, man. They have a pleasure meter that can never be satisfied. Which, when you do that, when you play on someone's pleasure or you make them a drug addict, what does that do? It makes them want to do whatever the hell you say, really. That's how you can make money off of someone. And that's what this devil is doing, man, with you people. All right? So much that he's trying to own your soul and and own everything else. Have you eating bugs in some workhouse somewhere, man, that you call home, where he monitors you with AI. So sooner or later, these things are going to come. They won't last, but they are going to come. All right? And then Yahweh Shem Shai is going to send his son Yahweh Shai, and he's going to come and destroy this place, man. But with that, hopefully this has been edifying, man. Hey, arise, man. Arise and thresh, man. We still got work to do. And sooner or later, man, this place is about to be stomped out. We got to keep on going until the cameras turn off, man. Until there's no nothing to keep this machine in this world going. All right. It's in Isaiah. Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 62. I'm going to start at verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh, keep not silence. So we're not going to keep silence on these things, man. When the Lord presents something, we're going to expound on it through the scriptures and through the spirit and let you people know, yeah, that's our God that's really doing these things, man, for your sinfulness, man. And give him no rest. Give who no rest? The ruler of this world, the devil in power, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. Starting with the little hats, starting with the elites of the little hats. All right. The elite society of the international bankers and the 13 bloodlines, man. Give him no rest till he's established, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, which is not. You know, those gutter rats over there in Israel, those JOOs are by biblical prophecy, you are not the children of the Lord. Because Jerusalem is not a praise in the earth. Jerusalem is not in peace. It's not even a city of peace. As a matter of fact, that's just a land right now. You can't even call it Jerusalem. All right. Because there's nothing but all out war over there, man. But with that, man, I'm going to end this lesson off, man. Kwam Yasharala. Kwam Yasharala. Kwam Yasharala, man. Yakal Kwatazah, which means to endure in. Shalom.